Standing in Tadasana, ground through the feet. Take a breath. With your next exhale, take your hands at your hips. Inhale, lift the heart, then exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Grab a hold of your big toe with your thumb, index, and middle finger. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, crown of the head down towards the ground, taking your elbows out to crown your head. Take 5 deep breaths, breathing into the back of the heart and into the back of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and then take your hands, palms facing up so that your wrists meet your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Taking another 5 deep breaths, in and out through the nose. Again, breathing into the hamstrings, into the lower back, and into the back of the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands at your hips, and inhale all the way up. Step or jump out to the right. Point your right foot towards the back of the mat. Extend down to triangle pose. Take a hold of your big toe, ankle, or shin, and rotate your heart open towards the sky. And your gaze is up towards your left hand. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale, coming up to neutral, and then point your left foot towards the front of the mat. Extend down to triangle pose on the left side. Grab a hold of your big toe, your ankle or your shin, and extend your right arm now up to the sky, rotating the heart or the chest up. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale, coming up to neutral. Extend the left arm up and exhale into twisted triangle pose. Inhaling the right arm up into the sky, and all the while twisting from the abs, rotating the heart and the chest through to the right side. Hold for 5 deep breaths. Inhale, coming up and switching to the other side. So inhaling the right arm up and exhaling, twisting over to the left side, and inhaling the left arm up. Again, twisting from the lower abs. Holding for 5 deep breaths. Stabilize and inhale, coming up to neutral. Stepping or jumping to the front of your mat, and then taking a breath and stepping or jumping to the right side of the mat with your right foot pointing back. Coming into extended side angle pose. Extending your left arm up and over. Your gaze is into the left palm, and using the breath to lengthen the side body. Breathing into the side ribs. Inhale, coming up to neutral, going on to the other side. So extending the right arm up and over, the gaze goes into the right palm, and you're breathing into the side body, lengthening the space between the ribs, and using the breath. Inhale, come up to center, and come into twisted side angle pose. Inhale, bring up the left arm, and exhale, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, the right arm up and overhead, and your gaze is up towards the right palm. Breathe for 5 breaths, all the while twisting from the belly, rotating the heart up towards the sky. Inhale, coming up to center, and then exhale, go on to the other side, to the left side. So bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, bring the left arm up and over, and the gaze is up towards the left palm. Again, twisting from the belly. With each exhale, trying to get a little bit more out of the twist. Stabilize with the legs, and inhale, coming up to center. Inhale, jumping to the front of your mat, and then taking a breath and stepping or jumping to the right side. Take a hold of your hips, inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, fold forward and wide angle forward fold. Crown of the head goes into the mat, and then the hands rest between your feet. Breathe here for 5 breaths, and if you feel comfortable, you can take this into a few fun variations as shown. So here, coming up into headstand, and going into headstand circles. If you're doing this, it takes a lot of core and also stabilizing with the arms, so really hugging the elbows in towards one another so that your elbows don't splay out. If you feel comfortable with these, you can do a few of these. If you don't, you can try knee circles. So just bringing a little bit of movement into your headstand if you're not comfortable with the full straight legs. To take it a step further, you can bring it into crow pose, so bringing the knees on the backs of the arms onto the triceps, using the fingers, and then lifting the kidneys, breathing into the kidneys, and using your belly to lift up into crow. Coming back up into headstand if you wish, and then exhale, coming back into wide angle forward fold. Taking a breath, stabilizing, and then exhale, grab the hips, and inhale, coming up. Going on to a different variation, inhale, lift the heart, exhale, fold, and grab hold of your big toe with your thumb, index, and middle finger. Splaying the elbows out, breathing into the back of the heart, into the lower back, and into the hamstrings. Taking about 5 deep breaths here. Exhale, grab the hips, and inhale, come all the way up. Now taking the hands behind the back, this is good for climbers. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, fold all the way forward. Breathing into the shoulders, and trying to get the crown of the head down towards the ground. Breathing into the lower back, and again into the hamstrings. Keeping active legs, and really trying to press the palms together as you bring them down towards the ground. Inhale, come up. Coming up to center. And here I get a little confused. So actually you want to step to the front of your mat and then jump out to the right, point your right foot forward. Take your hands behind the back. You can grab opposite elbows or go into prayer position like I'm showing here. Inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, fold forward so that your forehead is going towards your knee or towards your shin. But all the while really keeping the prayer position, breathing into the shoulders. Inhale, coming up to center, and then going on to the other side. So pointing the left foot forward, inhale, lifting the heart, and then exhale, folding forward. Taking 5 deep breaths here. This is a nice one for the hamstrings as well, and for the shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart, come up to center. Come to the front of your mat, and then we can close, taking a breath in Tadasana, mountain pose, and then exhale, coming into a seated position. So lotus if you have lotus, or basic Indian style. Touch your thumb and your index finger with your palms facing up towards the sky. Close down the eyes and bring it back to your breath, inhaling and exhaling out through the nose. And taking your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.